Tupac and Sugeknight already knew what Diddy was about. This is what they was trying to warn everybody about when Sugeknight came on that award show and say, you don't want to go with this guy dancing all in your videos and everything, ruining the whole thing, because out of all the people, Tupac and Sugeknight knew that Diddy was going to be the main one that tried to snake them over, and that's exactly what happened. Look where Sugeknight is, he's locked up. Look where Pac is, man. RIP to Tupac, RIP to Kim Porter. This is what Kimora Lee Simmons knew about. This is what J-Lo had a feeling about. As soon as J-Lo connected the dots that Diddy has some sort of responsibility and a hand to play, and Tupac and Biggie, that's when she packed her bags and left overnight. She told Gene Deal, I'm leaving and I'm not coming back. Don't wake P. Diddy up and tell him until the morning. This is when P. Diddy found out it was too late. There was nothing that he could do to try to trap J-Lo back in that, like he did to Cassie, like he did to a lot of other people, his exes, his other groups. When they listened to the celebrities and the other artists, they already knew they was getting tricked and finessed by Diddy, man. A lot of people didn't want to say a whole lot because they didn't want to ruin. They thought he was going to change. They didn't want to ruin the career so early and everything like that. So this is why they waited until now. Now that the whole Tupac thing going out, Keefe D already told, Cassie already told, a lot more people feel comfortable speaking out about the fact that what they went through. And they were, Diddy, he was wrong for doing that. A lot of people he treated poorly. They saying he was being definitely some sort of issue with him with trying to have all total control over everything that they do, man. This is why he wouldn't let Cassie out the house. This is why he wouldn't let anybody come and do features with Cassie if there was a guy. He even had a lot of things, man. So that's why Kimora Lee Simmons, she left right away, man, right after J-Lo. And this is when Cassie came in. Cassie, she was young. She didn't know what she was getting into. All she thought about was getting the bag from doing the songs, doing the Bad Boys and everything. He made her shave half her head. If you look at the pictures of Cassie back in around the time that she was with Diddy, half of her head was shaved. She wasn't trying to be Tyra Banks. She wasn't trying to be Britney Spears or nothing like that. This is what Diddy told her to do because they interviewed her, and she said, Diddy said he wanted my hair to be this way. Diddy said he wanted me to wear this, wear that. This is how everybody knows that he was doing way too much and trying to tell people things that he had no business talking about or anything like that. A lot of people know that in Bad Boys, you can't just wear what you want. You can't just do the songs that you want. Ask all them people who was with them, man. They'll go and tell you about how Diddy, he was trying to make them do everything. Even if they had an idea, Diddy would take the idea or he'll get the credit for it. And then he'll only give them a couple $100 for the songs, man. A lot of people wanted out of Bad Boys. They knew that it was going to be coming to an end eventually, but they knew for a fact that the karma was going to come back to get Diddy. After all them people that he done wronged, they all banded together and now they coming after him, man. The millions of dollars he's paying out, and then now you got the new allegations and he's trying to fight back. Yeah, Diddy's trying to fight back because the newest one is going to be the one that actually puts him behind bars, man. And a lot of people think that he gets what he deserves and what's coming for him because he shouldn't have been playing around like that. He was a grown man. He should have known back then to stop messing around doing all those things. And the fact that he had the text messages left, he had the phone calls met, he still had notes. They have a lot of evidence on Diddy. This is why they don't care if he tries to fight it, because they actually got the witnesses. They have the evidence to support this. The DA's office, they looking at pressing charges on him. And after he just paid that $30 million to Cassie, he's not gonna have a lot more to fight off all the next legal battles and everything like that. The state of New York, they don't condone nothing like this. They want to make sure that they actually get the justice for the people that deserve it. Tupac deserves to get his justice. And Kim Porter, she deserved to get her justice. If y'all rocking with Tupac, Kim Porter, and want to get justice for all the P. Diddy victims, go ahead and put the 222s in the comment section. Let me know where y'all from and like the video, because at the end of the day, now we starting to see everything unravel. We starting to see all the stories come out. All of the people that's not famous is stepping forward. All of the assistants, his secretaries, the people in his entourage that he told, the people in the clubs that he went to and everything. And while Diddy was doing all this, Von Zip was his middleman, and he was holding on to that $1 million check to actually take out Tupac. He was supposed to give that to Keefe D. Diddy should have never tried to pay Keefe D to get Tupac hit up, man, because once he did that, he thought he could get away with so much more. So he kept pushing the issue, trying to see what he could get away with. Biggie gets hit up. A lot of people think Diddy has something to do with that, and a lot of people still think that Diddy had a lot to do with Kim Porter being hit up and everything like that, man. People are starting to realize that everybody around Diddy has something happening to them, and this is the reason why we're not surprised to see all the allegations, all the stories coming out about the times behind closed doors when the cameras was off, what was going on, and now they coming and bringing that to the forefront and saying that, you know what, back then no one wanted to talk about it back then because that wasn't the social normal thing, and nowadays everybody be talking about everything, and so they brought it to the issue. Now they see that they have other cases that they could actually like put their case next against and say, well, in this case this happened and this is what's going to happen with Diddy, man. The fact that they still have to do the Tupac trial, they still have to do the Biggie trial. They found out the evidence from Keffe D and the statements that he wrote, who's really involved in this, and they know for a fact that they're gonna get the main person who set up everything. So if he set up Pac, if he set up Biggie, a lot of people are saying maybe he set up Kim Porter too, and they not like surprised by the fact that that happened, because Diddy, he had a lot of people on his books. He had a lot of people like working for him and everything. He wasn't the one doing the dirty work, other like hitting up the people, but he had people doing it for him. That's why he was paying all these millions and sending all this money to everywhere like that. And they knew that at the end of the day, that's gonna come back and have Bad Boy's name written all over it. And so this is how people think that the feds might come and raid the Bad Boys headquarters office. Diddy's already losing a lot of business opportunities and business deals because the people started realizing that if they still side with Diddy, no one's gonna buy their items, no one's gonna want to shop at their stores or nothing like that. And so that's why they put in a notice to Diddy saying that you got 30 days to take everything out of these stores, and basically you have to figure out what you want to do with them and all that. Because Sean John, it was cool when no allegations was up there, but now that everything is in the news, they want to take Sean John off the shelf. They want to kick Ciroc, like Ciroc kicked him out already, and now he's scrambling. He like 50 Cent is buying everything that Diddy is losing, and he's rubbing it in his face because 50 Cent knows what's really going on, man. 50 Cent was supposed to sign to Diddy a long time ago, but he didn't sign to Diddy. He had a lot of offers on the table. Him and Tony Yayo went over to Diddy's to like meet and sit down out of respect to listen to the offer. But at the end of the day, the offer wasn't good enough, and basically like Diddy actually has some sort of issue with 50 Cent and rap in general because he was already being looked at for the Tupac and the Biggie case. So when 2002, 2001 came around, when it was time to sign 50 Cent, Diddy couldn't actually sign no rappers because he had that Tupac case over his head, and it was not a cold case at that time. Keffe D was still out on the run. Keffe D just started writing his book at that time, so he knew that Orlando and everybody in Big Dre in that car, in that white Cadillac, they were still around and stuff. So Diddy didn't want to sign no rappers until all the people from the Tupac was disappeared or gone. And then that's when he actually he told 50 Cent, look, there's 3 things that they don't like about rappers, but it's not gonna work out. And that's when now 50 Cent knows in the back of his head that he's got to stand on business for Tupac, Kim Porter, and all of them people, man. And so he's the only one that's really standing toe to toe, like face to face with Diddy, and making Diddy like feel like, oh, he's losing a lot of support and everything like that. All the people who was P Diddy fans, they now switching sides to 50 Cent fans. So there's a lot of people who got 50 Cent's back, and they actually like, you know what, they're going into 50 Cent's DMs and they giving him more of the stories and the exact descriptive details of what Diddy was doing and what he had going on, what they saw, what he tried to do to them. You see all the other artists, celebrities from the 90s and the 2000s coming out. They're going on live. They're putting it on their stories saying that they snitching. Columbus Short, he said Diddy tried it on him. He tried to get him to come to his Beverly Hill hotel, and he asked, who's there? Like, is it a party or something? And Diddy was like, no, it's just me. And that's when Columbus Short hung up the phone. Gene Deal overheard the conversation, and Gene Deal was always wondering in the back of his head, why is Diddy trying to invite all these people over, man? Like, what is he really trying to do? And then that's when Gene Deal and Diddy got some sort of beef together, because at first they were cool. He was a security guard and everything like that. Then he must have tried it on him. This is what 50 Cent was talking about, man. This is the reason why 50 Cent and Diddy, he, like 50 Cent knows that Diddy was doing all of this to everybody, and so that's why he has beef with him, because he knows that he was wrong for doing that, and now he's trying to get the justice for Tupac. He's trying to help the victims, and he needs to, like, he's being an advocate. A lot of people didn't want to say anything. It was not in their best interest to come out and talk against P. Diddy, but 50 Cent, he's saying, you know what, he don't care about it no more. He's gonna do the right thing. He's gonna speak on whatever he's got to speak on and try to help the families, man. Condolences go out to Tupac's family, Kim Porter's family, Cassie's family, like everybody's family that had anything to do with being a victim of Diddy or getting set up by him and everything like that. And this is why people got to pay close attention. You really can't trust nobody. They thought they could trust P. Diddy because he was their boss, because he had millions of dollars, because he was the most popular person at that time. He had Bad Boys. He was in New York, the East Coast. Everybody liked him. Everybody wanted to go to his shows and parties, and he was winning awards and everything like that. But that don't mean that you have to trust that person. You still got to watch people closely. At the end of the day, it's still like you can't trust no one out here because the ulterior motives. Everybody's trying to have their own motive and their own idea of what they want done. And at the end of the day, P. Diddy, he knows that he wanted to be the main person enjoying all the benefits and being the one who's getting all the money and the attention and everything like that. So at the end of the day, whatever was going to be done, it was going to be for the benefit of Diddy, and that's what got him caught up in all of this. The selfishness, the envy, the greed, the jealousy. The karma came back after all these years, 30 years. All the people, they're coming forward to speak out, and we want to make sure we get justice. So if you guys support and want to get like the actual down to the bottom of it and figure out what really happened and get the justice and figure out what's going to happen with Diddy, comment down below. Let me know what y'all think, and I'm going to catch you later.